This episode is brought to you by Shopify. That's the sound of switching your business to Shopify, the global commerce platform that supercharges your selling. Harness the best converting checkout and same intuitive features, trusted apps, and powerful analytics used by the world's leading brands. Stop leaving sales on the table. Discover why millions trust Shopify to build, grow, and run their business. Sign up today for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/tech23.
Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I feel like I should start doing podcast episodes where I kind of give y'all a little history lesson on some of the stuff that has went down, on the internet. Well, I know this episode is going to be about, that transition when, all the big Viners went over to YouTube, what was going on in that time frame. But, overall, I just felt like I should, start doing podcast episodes like this where I talk on that type of stuff. And it's funny, the main motivation behind this episode, and then probably for, a bunch of other episodes, it's all gonna be about watching a clip of Logan Paul's podcast, Impulsive. By the way, go check it out. He has a lot of different crazy guests on there, and it's dope to see that for him and stuff. So, but anyways, let's go ahead and get into today's podcast episode. Let's talk about that transition when Viners went to YouTube, because I feel like a lot of people, I feel like people overall understand why, because they're, Vine was closing down, it was shutting down. But I guess more so I will be explaining why Vine has shut down, and then leading into that transition on how YouTubers or Viners made it so big with YouTube and so, because in my story I could be wrong, okay? I could be wrong, so I'm gonna just say this podcast episode was based off of true events, all right? But so anyways, based off of true events, because they say it's based on a true story. And then that's it's based, but it ain't exactly, All right, so yeah, I'm gonna say it's based off of a true story and true events. Okay, so anyways, all right, just hear me out. But no, so anyways, Vine, one of the, probably not even one, literally the biggest video app blowing up, to where Vine was making its way on, because Vine was already on YouTube technically. There's people out there making Vine compilations of Logan Paul. Who else? There's this one Viner, I just recently, not recently, it was not too long ago. It was a while back. But there's this one Viner I remember I used to watch where she would do dancing videos. Her name was, Tina Woods. And, who else? Jerry Perp Drink. There's this one guy, he faced a lot of controversy and backlash. There's this guy named Curtis Lepore or something like that. Brittany Furlan. Who else? Lele Pons. But I mean, a lot of those Viners, they're kind of just, they ventured out and did their own things. David Dobrik, another name. But anyways, yeah, so these guys was killing it on Vine. And for those that didn't get a chance to experience what Vine was this video sharing app where at first you probably think, how can you make a success off of posting videos that's only 7 seconds long? Right? Because I know when Vine had came out, I think in 2013. It was either 2013 or 2014. But it comes out. I'm thinking in my head, okay, I'm seeing all these different people talking about Vine and stuff. What could you possibly do in 7 seconds? I created an account and I was like, oh, that's what you can do in 7 seconds. The fact that there were full length, Vines was pretty much full length videos. There was at times where I would see people where they would post multiple Vines, in case they couldn't post everything in one Vine, but they'll post multiple Vines, right? But anyways, it was that's what Vine was. It was just a video sharing app. A lot of memes came from that app. What else? Yeah, it was just an app. And then, as the years went on, a lot of people had seen Vine as a competitor. So I think Musically, which is now TikTok, Instagram, Who else came out with, like, I think there was like a lot of different I think it was like Dub Smash or something like that. There's a lot of different like small like video apps coming out. And I mean, of course, like, you know, you could just go on YouTube and post what you needed to post, but no, people were overall like posting their stuff on, you know, where they were going to Vine, but then once when all these other like video apps started coming out, people was making their ways on there. So I had to say, in my opinion, the reason why people was probably doing that, because there wasn't enough time for them to grow on Vine. So they figure, hey, you know what? I'm going to go on this app as soon as it comes out, or, you know, just look for it, market myself, put myself out there, blah, 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 just keep going at it and stuff, you know, grinding as a content creator, of course. But, yeah, overall, it was like, you know, it was, Vine was just, it already had like its fame. So it was kind of like, well, what else can we do with this app and things? So, but yeah, like Instagram and all these other different platforms, they all start coming out. Instagram, I had to say, was probably Vine's biggest competitor, because Instagram already had a big social media following and stuff. So anyways, Instagram comes out with their video sharing platform. Or no, they just added videos to Instagram. It wasn't even like, I mean, the thing is like, you guys could have did that before Vine even came out. For the longest, for those that didn't have an Instagram like back then, originally, Instagram was just all about posting photos. That was it. That's all that you could post on Instagram. Vine comes out, and then that's what was Instagram's selling point with videos, is that, oh, well, we have it where you can post 15-second videos. And I'm like, okay. But no, Viners was really eating it up. They was all like, oh, go to my Instagram if you want. So they were just putting all of their followings, like, because they figure like, okay, well, and it's like that with a lot of different platforms. I mean, like, you can have you know, a big following on YouTube or TikTok or whatever, but those people won't necessarily go over to, unless you post some video saying, oh, go over to my Instagram and check out the full video or whatever. So that's what a lot of Viners was doing. So they were taking the like fan base away from Vine and putting it on Instagram, or even going as far as to being like, oh, well, we'll post like a longer skit on YouTube. So there was like, before Vine had shut down, there was already YouTube or Viners going to YouTube, but they'll be all like, oh, like, but it wasn't until Instagram had did their thing where they were all like, oh yeah, you know, like longer videos and all that stuff. So yeah, but no, they were creating longer videos, and then they were creating even longer videos and putting it on YouTube, and it was like maybe a minute or so. So anyways, Vine, I believe, had took notice of that, and they realized like, okay, well, we're not getting that same, like, you know, fan base, not fan base, but just wave of fans every day. There's like a particular, there's some, I'm trying to think of the words, but I'm like, they're not coming to my head right now. But anyways, they couldn't, like, you know, bring in that audience anymore. It was like they went from like a high number, and then as the days just went on, the number got lower and lower and lower and lower. But no, the thing is though, people were still posting Vines. Like, there were a lot of people on there that was still doing their thing with Vine. Like, it seemed like memes were getting created every single day because of Vine and stuff. So, but anyways, eventually then it did get to a point, I think it was in 2017, when Vine was like, okay, we're done. Like, we can't continue working on this app because we have so many competitors out there. So we can't, you know, we can't do anything else. Like, we're done pretty much. So yeah, and then just, you know, one day in 2017, then we look up, gone. Like, Vine was, so it wasn't gone, but they had it where it's like you just couldn't post videos anymore. You could go back and watch your videos, but you just couldn't go and post videos anymore. So yeah, overall it sucked, man, because I was like, dang, you know, like I loved Vine. So but yeah, anyway, so now Vine is gone. These Viners are like, okay, well, what can I do? Where am I gonna go? So a lot of them didn't really, I guess, get a chance to post and let people know, like, okay, well, if you're, you know, looking for me, I'll be here. It's like people just had to, you know, I guess just search around. That's why I feel like a lot of Viners, when they did go to other platforms, you didn't really see them take off like others, because it was like others was already kind of had like their stuff going on with like other, you know, platforms. And I have to say probably one Viner, in my opinion, that really had it going on for himself. And I have to say probably, well, like, let's just see when exactly he posted his first vlog. Okay, let me look. David Dobrik, videos. I don't like how YouTube got their things set up, because it's like you can't even go and look at like, okay, the videos, like you can't like look at the first video that he posted. I don't know why YouTube would change it like that. It's like nobody even asked for that stuff. It's like, what y'all out here doing? But anyways, so in my opinion, David Dobrik already had his thing going on with YouTube, because also in my opinion, David Dobrik is the biggest YouTuber when it comes, or Viner when it comes to like, that transition and stuff. So anyways, yeah, David, he started posting his vlogs going crazy. And then as the time kind of progressed on, you start seeing like other Viners making its way too, because they see where it's like, okay, well, I'm able to make money on YouTube. That's where like, the real audience is at. That's where it's like, don't matter what video app comes out, like YouTube is always going to remain on top. So start seeing a lot of different Viners going like from Jake Paul, Logan Paul. They probably like, it'd be another like set of like, well, in my opinion, now they're the two biggest Viners that transition into going into YouTube. But anyways, where you see where they had kind of started doing their thing, and it was crazy, because it was like when you go and watch their videos, it was like a lot of the times it was just, what can we do and stuff, like, because when you go from making 7-second videos where it's like, okay, you already know what you're gonna do, you already know. So there were some that were still carrying over like those comedy skits that they would do on Vine and would just make it into a longer YouTube video. But the thing is though, what came with it is a lot more work. So it's like they had to, just properly do these comedy skits. And yeah, I think that's why, you see a lot of different, because I'm like one Viner that I used to watch a lot. I don't even know if he might still post, but I think he does music right now. But if it's like you look up his name, it's just a bunch of, he was actually on Logan Paul's his podcast 3 years ago. Dang, it's like, why does Logan Paul look so young? Like he don't even look the same. Like, why? It's only been 3 years. And it's like the man looks like a teenager, versus like now he look like he's around the same age as me. But he hasn't really done much lately. Jerry Perp Drink, but he used to post like Vine videos all the time. And yeah, it was like last thing that he posted was a music video. He's probably like active on other platforms and stuff. Yeah, let's open up like TikTok and things. But King Bash, that's another guy. King Bash, though, I have to say, he's one of those guys where it's like he's very underrated and slept on, because he out here doing like TV shows and stuff. And it's like, TV shows, movies and things. But let's see, last thing, Jerry. So he posted last one. He got 3 million followers, because he was a pretty big Viner, Jerry Perp Drink. So it's like it just don't even make sense to me, where it's like, okay, he got like, so he posted, last time he posted was in November and stuff. Because I was about to say, I was like, homie was out here making moves left and right. But yeah, and it was like, but they're just not getting that same, because I had to say, I wish like Vine still had it where you can view people's profiles and stuff, because I think you can, but it's not like, it ain't the same. It's all weird looking and stuff. But yeah, man, it was like with Vine, it was just that transition. It was like a lot of Viners just didn't know what to do, in my opinion. And that's why I had to say only like very few, versus, because if those that was there, look at how many people was on Vine at the time popping off. Like you had where there were so many different people popping off, to where it's like now if you see a lot of them, I know Gabby, where she goes by Gabby Hanna now, but originally she used to go by the Gabby Show. Like she's still doing things, but it came off as like where a lot, no, well maybe not a lot, but it was like she got into some drama, and I feel like that was like the last wave of stuff that she had going on. And then there was this other guy named Curtis Lepore. He had some stuff going down where he was out here, he was doing some messed up things. And it pretty much just like shadow banned his career. Who else? Like, yeah, there were some people out there like making moves with like afterwards with Vine, but they don't have like that same You know, like, because if you look back, like, I think Curtis Lepore, he was, like, one of the biggest. Well, no, because not even him, Lele Pons. Okay, no, let's look her up real quick, because she used to have, I think she had, like, 100 million, like, followers or some stuff like that. And she was, okay, so she don't have that much, but she got like 50 million followers because she be doing music and stuff. So, I mean, like, yeah, she's still killing it, because, I mean, she was killing it on Vine. So it was like, I think she was literally the biggest Viner. Like, when it came to, like, being a big popular Viner, she was like the PewDiePie, the Charlie D'Amelio. There is no way possible anybody was topping her when it came to Vine. And she only has 1 million followers on Twitter. That's weird. How many followers she? Hold on, let me see if she got like a TikTok. She should have a TikTok. I'm like, she ain't got. Okay, yeah, I was about to say, I know she gotta have a TikTok. 28 million. Dang, only 28 million. I think she had like 100 million followers. Dang, they messing her up when it comes to these other platforms and stuff. Oh yeah, I think I did see that she was getting married and stuff. That's chill. That's chill. But yeah, she was out here, like, I remember she was doing videos in school and stuff. So it was like you'd see like all the way back. Dang, it's crazy to think like next year. I think Vine did come out in 2013. Dang, it'll be like 10 years. It doesn't even feel like it. That's the crazy thing about it. It doesn't even feel like it's been 10 years since it released and stuff. I know Elon Musk, like, if there's one way he can get me to, you know, to have like some sort of liking towards him, bring back Vine, man. Like, I miss Vine. I think they tried with some app called Byte, and then they unchanged it to something else, and I'm like, that ain't hitting, bruh. We need Vine. We need that app. We need the good old-fashioned 7-second app, okay? Because that's where it was at. All right. So, but anyways, and that being said, yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to comment. Well, when this does get posted on YouTube, feel free to comment them down below. Or even if you had some like Vine stories that you remember yourself. Yeah, you know, do that. But yeah, man, Vine, it was one of those places where it's like people had their success and following off of there. Maybe if Vine was still you know, a thing today, I do feel like that there probably would be a lot of people like Viners that you know, that would still exist. But yeah, Vine shut down, and a lot of those guys is gone. Like, there's these three brothers I remember watching. They're gone too. I was like, I from time to time would like look up old videos, but yeah, man, it was just Vine. It was just one of those places where it's like, you know, they had all the active stuff going on there, but once when it closed down, it was over with. So, but anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 46 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Now, I usually will do SeatGeek promos at the very end, but something's going on with their website, and I'm waiting until I hear something. So yeah, nope, SeatGeek promo at the end, because I'm like, nah, something going on. So, but anyways, thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.